Welcome back to Studio 10.
Spring is here. When you think spring, you think flowers, you think gardening. Perfect time to plant a garden. So we came here to the Home Depot, and you can see they have lots of different choices, flowers, vegetables. We're with Brandon Slade. So Brandon, Mobile, Baldwin County, what flowers are going to grow best right now in this area?
Well, one good thing when you're shopping at a store like a Home Depot, we get all of our plants locally from the nursery, so we're going to have plants that are seasonal, plants that are going to do well this time of year and do well in our climate and in our soil. So when you look at the selection we have here today, really anything you plant right now is going to do well. Some things that you want to keep in mind. A lot of it goes back to where you're going to put the plant. Are you going to put it in a full sun location, in a shady location? And that's going to go a long way to determining whether the plant's going to thrive and do well or whether it's going to die off.
And soil also plays a big part in if your flowers are going to do well, your vegetables and fruits.
Yeah, definitely. You want to use your potting mix with your potted plants. You want to use your garden soil with your gardens out in your yard. The reason for that is the way it releases the water back into the soil. It also has the right balance of nutrients. Picking the right type of soil is important to customers a lot of times. When you look at a product like an organic choice, it's an organic soil. You have control over your vegetables, what goes into them and what goes into you.
We are going to do a little gardening today. What are we going to be planting?
You know, this is a raised bed garden kit, especially in an urban environment like Mobile. This is a great option for your average homeowner with a smaller yard or with a yard maybe with not the best type of soil. So we have a little bit of everything in here right now. Today we're going to plant some annuals, we're going to plant some New Guinea impatiens, and then we're also going to plant something that's real popular this time of year, and that's going to be your tomato bushes.
Now, one of the things I remember when I was little, I loved playing in the dirt and I loved helping my mom plant. So we have a little helper over here. Charlotte, you want to come join us and come help us plant? Yeah? Okay, Charlotte is going to help us because your kids might want to get involved too, so we're going to let you know how easy it is, and Charlotte's going to show you how easy it is. You ready to help plant? Okay, let's do this. So what does Charlotte need to do first?
Well, the first thing, we're going to put the soil in. We already put the soil in. We use Miracle Grow's moisture control because it helps keep the plant watered in case we do forget to water it. The next thing we want to do is we want to lightly till it, break it up, loosen it up so the plants can take root and establish themselves. Then we're going to dig a hole for the plant. The first one we're going to do is going to be an annual. So I usually take it out of the pot first. That tells me pretty much what I need to do as far as digging the hole out.
I'll hold that for you. Okay. How far down do we need to go when we're planting something like this?
It depends on the plant. With this plant being an annual, I really only want to plant it up to right here, maybe about an inch up to the stem. That'll help establish the roots, and it'll also help keep this from rotting or getting a form of fungus in here. Now that we've kind of got it dug out at about the right level, we're just simply going to take the dirt, work it back around and pack it in. The next step we would do with this is we'd want to go by and put a general purpose fertilizer on there if we were doing it in the yard. Once I get to the point where I do need to go back using a product, either a liquid feed or an Osmocote type product, a shake and feed, a slow release granular, that'll keep the plant thriving even into the later months when it starts to get warmer outside.
You want to dig it? And this one needs to be a little bit deeper?
Yeah. That's a common misconception with tomato bushes. People think, okay, just like the annuals, they think they need to plant it and only plant it as deep as the root ball here. With the tomato bushes, you actually want to go up quite a bit higher. All the little hairs that we see in here along the stem, these are actually going to be roots. So if I plant it even up to here, about halfway up the plant, that's just going to establish a stronger plant that's going to produce more fruit because it's got a better established root system. So with this one, we're going to dig it quite a bit deeper, about 3 to 4 inches deeper than the actual plant is itself. You got to keep in mind with the tomato bushes, which are probably one of the most popular plants we have this time of year, you want to plant it about halfway up the stalk, and that'll help it better establish itself, and when it gets into fruiting season, it's going to fruit more for you.
All of these you can get here at the Home Depot. Find anything that's going to grow in your garden. Easy for you and easy even for someone Charlotte's age. How old are we, Charlotte?
I don't know.
Well,
Charlotte,
okay,
how old
the
are you,
little
ma'am?
ones. Are you 4? All right. Well, you did a great job. You think other 4-year-olds should help plant? All right, you did good. High five. Oh, almost. That was kind of a low 5. And I got a little dirt too.
At least you got that high 5 at the end. Fantastic gardening tips as well. Nice work by everybody.